Lagunya kedengeran deh. Gue gedein di sini deh. Kalau kayak gini kedengeran gak sih lagunya? Nggak kedengeran ya. Halo, absen ada Vito seperti biasa. Dan juga ada Ethan. Welcome to the stream. Mati lagunya. Good. Halo guys. Lama-lama kayak Coki Rizky di mana moderator semua. Kan kita lagi mencari moderator yang setia sampai nanti yang beneran setia yang dipertahankan. Begitu. Selamat Natal bang, selamat Natal bagi yang merayakan. By the way, gue nggak merayakan Natal tapi gue merayakan tahun baru. Halo EXI. Musik segini pas gak musik? Tadi gue ada ini. Shit. How? Manage videos. Ini dia. Kok bisa di delete tuh ini? Udah absen. Aku mau main follow dulu, silahkan. Kita seperti biasa kita awali live stream dengan yang santai-santai. Ada yang mau main catur sebelum gua main fine match? Gak wamil dulu? Belum sih. Belum ada panggilan wamil. Salam PSS bang, salam dari Sanika. By the way, Angga Rizkyanda jadi moderator. Tadi gue pengen ngapain ya? Ada satu hal yang pengen gue kerjain. Oh, kenapa orang suka kayak gitu ya? Gue lagi pesen makan tadi. Pengen main Hearthstone jadinya. Main Hearthstone lah. Ada yang tahu Hearthstone nggak? Halo Bang Putra Gabut. Halo Bang Jamals. Halo Dava Nazala. Oke, Dava jadi moderator. Semuanya moderator. Jo Triarton Yoi. Abis ini mana Hearthstone ya? Oh, kita ini dulu. Kita GB. Hah? Oh iya, kuda gue dimakan. What the fuck? Selamat bang, terima thank you Daril. Wah, update Blizzard gua. Main dulu berarti. Halo Rans. 135. Apa orang-orang senang pakai cara itu? Ini mau makan. Biar ininya terancam. Kita harus lindungi. Jersey-nya kayak gue tahu. Set ada uppercut. Iya, ini jersey dari bos lo ini, Bray. Sebentar ya, perkat sama Rans. Nanti kamu jadi moderator sebentar lagi. Nih, mana. Nih. Tapi namanya nama gua. Namanya di mana sih? Oh, di sini. Nih. Jamalism bos. Lah, menang gue tiba-tiba. Apa nih? Tinggal nengok udah menang. Jelas. Kita main Hearthstone aja yuk guys. Capture. Mau pakai jasa Exforce dong, kapan-kapan lagi dicuci. Udah season baru. Ntar lagi mesin makan gua. Lu pernah main Overwatch gak bang? Overwatch pernah nyoba sih, tapi itu kan kayak mahal terus bayar, speknya gede gitu kan. Jadi gua gak kuat isinya, mainnya main apa? Yang versi Steam Paladin yang gratis, yang versi enteng ya. Kalau itu naruh kamera di mana ya? Siang kok Jamas. Welcome Marski to the stream. Kok lama dapet ya? Ngelek kayaknya. Gue baru nyoba soalnya free to play sampai Januari. Oh iya. Jadi pengen nyoba juga. Absen bang, halo Ethan. Serius sih apa? Overwatch lagi free. Tapi berat sih Overwatch. Try for free, oh iya. Apa yang free? Sebenarnya saya gitu. Overwatch lagi free, lagi trial doang tapi kan ya free-nya dari tanggal 20. Ramai lagi servernya. Emang harus gratis dulu, bray. Gratis adalah kunci. Nah, selama ini aku kira Overwatch mahal, coy. Dulu berapa ya? 500.000 kali ya? Apa 600 gitu dulu Overwatch. Halo Sritus. Ratusan. Nah lo kayak 700.000 lu butuh spek tinggi ya, emang marketnya di Indonesia ya kecil. Dikit lagi pesananku sampai. Iya, Overwatch udah sepi, berat banget, butuh speknya gede banget. Kalaupun maksudnya kayak kalaupun udah gratis kan gak semua orang kuat mainnya, makanya yang rame game mobile bro, easy to play. Lu pada nggak ngerti ya gue main Hearthstone ya? Lu pada ngerti gak sih, ini tuh kayak main ini auto battler, you know auto battler. Ntar ngambil makanan dulu. What happened? What the aduh, bagus padahal. Jelek. Jelek. Main agak bagus harusnya. Ada DC-DC-an sih men. Ini hati batu yo, Hearthstone. Tapi yang Battleground. Oke, kita beralih guys. Siapa bela hati api? Iya, boleh. Setidaknya Anda sadar diri jadi nggak jadi di TO. The fuck? Kenapa tumpah-tumpah anjir? Sadar diri adalah kunci, benar. Saya sangat setuju. Ah, ah. Ih, di nerf. Kan guys. Fuck. Omam ini tidak disponsori guys. So good. Terbaik emang Shopee Food. Shopee Food kalau lagi promo mantap. Indonesia lagi coba mencoba cosplay jadi asen maksudnya. Oh bola ya. Moderator, oke, Kemal ya, kamu moderator. Emang nonton bola di mana sih? Jadi penonton bola juga. Harusnya ngomong sopan pertama. Masalahnya itu udah bukan sopan pertama. Sopan lapar gue udah. Suapan yang kesekian buat gue ya. Jaket action sama FL sabar nggak mang? Rumor internasional kayak belum ada ya. Dia pengen buka Twitter gue. Nonton bola di mana sih? Saya di TV. Ya, coba ya. Kok nggak ada HUD-nya?
For the great bits of defending, first strong arms from Hassan Sani, and then Shawal in a great position, well-timed defensive header, get it away from danger.
Well, this has been another game in which Indonesia have thrilled. Remember, the game against Malaysia was a classic, and this one will go down surely as another. Indonesia lifted after they scored that second. They have got the advantage. Roshan, what the message you think from
2022
you had no right even getting to this.
Saya bakalan terhubung Onyx AF Onyx sih layak ini sih layak kita tonton melawan tim-tim saya. Gila, bayar gak?
On the counters, it's important now for Indonesia here.
Nice! Thanks!
Dari Mas Benny Wong, respect. Thank you for $50,000. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas for you, Mr. Benny Huang. And Happy New Year.
To score what will be the killer goal. Be patient with it.
1.700.000 yang menonton ini orang asli.
So Singapore were looking to bring on Nazrul Nazari right at the end of that second half. They have opted not to. So they ended up making just the 4 changes, as did Indonesia. And there's half an hour more here to go. 3-3 on aggregate this match. Witan Sulaiman.
Ntar gue kena strike gak sih kalau gue nonton gini?
Asnawi.
Kena kayaknya ya.
The space there for Egy Maulana. Still Egy. Oh, an important touch on, but it's gone in. Was that Irfan or no goal? It doesn't matter. Indonesia have taken the lead right at the start of extra time.
Oh, delight for Indonesia and their fans. They didn't need half an hour to be patient and get the goal. They've got it now right at the start of extra time. And what a huge goal this is. Great work from Egy to dribble it on. Hassan can only really
Gitu.
just get a palm on it. And he's hoping that Shawal can complete the clearance. Very unfortunate for Shawal. It's a swing and a miss at the attempted clearance. Heartbreaking for him. It's an own goal. Very unfortunate for Shawal Anwar. Indonesia won't care. What a strange game of football it's been.
Absolutely incredible what we're seeing here. And Singapore haven't been
Mau dong
behind
channel YouTube ya? Ah,
with
mau
9
channel
men yet. It's the
YouTube.
first time.
Maksudnya gimana
So
Mas
they
Benny Huang?
have got
Moderator
A
saya
lot of work
kasih
here to do
spesial
now
pasti
if they want
dong.
to stay in this. But this is exactly what they would have wanted the
Halo Bang Jamal,
Indonesians.
halo Mas Marcel.
Perfect start to extra time, and will they go on now? Harris. He's done well here, but he's given it away. Rahmat Irianto.
Dibalikin beneran nih.
Rahmat has gone down, writhing around on the floor.
Yeah, I think Iggy wants to take this one.
Touching his shoulder, Rahmat.
Suruh login.
Evan Dimas, the
Mas Benny pengen bayarin channel gua
captain,
kayaknya nih.
will come on for Rahmat Irianto. This is a change that they've made a fair bit in this tournament.
Apalagi tuh. Gak mau obeng.
Still
Gak mau
clutching his
obengnya udah
shoulder.
banyak. Wih. Oke. Cabut nih berarti ya Mas Ben ya.
Much earlier in the piece, Evan Dimas, who's arguably one of their biggest stars, domestic based.
Moderator ya Mas Ben ya. By the way, thank you for the 50,000, another 50,000 from Mr. Benny Wang. Respect.
So free kick here.
Dia maunya channel YouTube-nya.
Similar area from where Shadan Sulaiman scored. That's Egy Maulana.
It's Noptic. Looks like Noptic son out
Pada
cold.
jatuh-jatuhan mulu.
So he's alright, he's moving
Oh, udah mau
around. Okay.
habis. 94. Teknik buying time. Penting jatuh orang
Great job, Wall.
Singapurnya.
Great job, Iksan. And that's hit him right on top of the head. They're going to have to make sure they check it out properly first, follow all the concussion protocols.
I saw him say 2 and 3 there, so I think he's okay.
You'd like to think it'd be a bit more
Kenapa Singapura malah buang-buang waktu juga ya?
rigorous than just that. But you know, I'm sure the medical staff know what they're doing. There we go. It looks like he's okay.
Welcome back in. Here's Pratama Arhan. They want to get him on the pitch as fast as possible, because otherwise they're down to 8. So Iksan is back and he's done well. Are there more twists and turns in this tale? We can't tell, Roshan. It's had it all, hasn't it?
It's been that kind of game.
Nazrul Nazari. Here's Shadan. He stayed on his feet here, Faris. Watchful. Still got the ball. He's done well, but he's given it away to Irfan. Now Evan Dimas. Got to get back. Singapore. Anis Saput Sagara.
Nah,
Now Shawa. That's an excellent
nice challenge.
tackle, isn't it, from Hannes. He's been a very busy player since his introduction. Another chance here, perhaps. Evan Dimas. Oh, that is a great save, isn't it? From Hassan.
Great save from Hassan.
Listen, that should have been it. That should have been 4 for Indonesia. Another incredible save from Hassan. To me, has been perhaps Singapore's best player in this competition. He's been so consistent.
That looked destined to go in, didn't it? Egy Maulana.
Nggak Shoot,
Pulled off some big saves, doesn't he? Hassan Sani.
Incredible save. I mean, this was a shot that came after it, but here, I mean, Indonesia can afford, Asnawi there, take his time, pick out the right sort of player. Yeah, you say Ivan Dimas, it's a poor finish, but it's wonderful goalkeeping to me from Hassan. Gets himself, recovers his position, spreads himself. Makes that save and keeps his side still in this game.
Yeah, you'd have felt 4-2 in the current situation would probably be it. Ladley, storming run forward. Singapore gonna have to take a few risks, aren't they? Faris doesn't get there, but he will get onto the end of this. Nur Adam. Iksan, he was waiting, wasn't he? Off they end up. Frustrated.
Yeah, it was just that leg across from Iksan. Alfiandra does get the ball, but he goes through the back of Iksan.
Whoa.
Screaming, aren't they? Singapore.
Ini pasti cewek-cewek demen nih.
Yeah, I think Amirul screaming at the referee, saying that I think he was taken down there by Alfiandra. There's a bit of contact off the ball.
Here's Baggett. Now Pratama. To Irfan Jaya.
Oh, wonderful tackle from Amirul, who's done an excellent job since coming on. I mean, imagine being that substitute coming on.
He stepped in well, hasn't he?
After 2 red cards, coming into the center of defense and doing the job he has.
100th minute of this game here. Egi Maulana. He has had some very good moments like that one there. What a lovely turn that is.
Important touch from Haris, that tackle. It looked for a second like he was going to be left for dead. But he was able to just lunge there, get a bit of contact on the ball.
Egi Maulana. What an impact he's having. Evan Dimas. Header straight from Irfan at Hassan. Here's Pratama Arhat. Onside. Oh, another great save. Irfan Jaya's shot looks to be creeping in at the near post.
Superman's on form. Hassan Sani. Be alert to that. Irfan shaping to shoot like he was going to bend it around towards the far post and then closes his body up.
Wonderful reactions on the man who's turning 38 in a few months' time. That's approaching a century of caps as well. Hassan Sani done well here. He was trying to let that roll across him, wasn't he, Faris? Another good save from Hassan.
Yeah, I should probably make it clear why I'm calling him Superman. It's because that's what his teammates refer to him as. Another quality save from Hassan Sani. Strong enough punch out here. He's looking for Faris to help him out on that counter-attack, and then he's got to bat this one away.
Indonesia relentless at the moment. And Iksan doing his defensive duties. 4-3 in aggregate. Indonesia will go through as it stands to the AFF Suzuki Cup final.
That's well done from Iksan, you know, he's kept his eye on the runner, Asnawi. He's not ball watching. The moment Asnawi's released that, Iksan has tracked the run into the penalty area, and he's poked that one away.
Near post. It will be a goal kick. Singapore not only have to get the goal, but they haven't got time.
It's come back off the post, actually, that one.
It's not a bad ball, is it? It goes down rather dramatically there. Irfan, to his credit, is not appealing madly for a penalty. I can tell you there's about a minute and a half, maybe some amount of time here. Singapore, rare foray into the final third. Here's Iksan. Looking for that through ball. Sharan Sulaiman for Shawal Anwar. Didn't work out there.
Yeah, I mean, Singapore still, with these openings and these possibilities. I mean, Sharan's essentially on his own in central midfield. It's like a 4-1-3 for Singapore.
Play continues here. Pratama, lots of space on his left-hand side. And important from Haris Harun, who's having his game of the tournament now. Alfredo Devanga, a massive shot. He's been immense at the back today, hasn't he?
He's been excellent, Haris. He's been so much better. I think his individual performances since he's moved into the center of defense. Here he is recovering, making a recovery run back into the box. He's played a really big part for Singapore. Haris Harun.
One minute about a time as we come towards the close of this first period of extra time. Singapore trailing Indonesia. Baggett. Look at that. Irfan Jaya bearing down a goal. Another key save. And I think Nazrul perhaps helping the cause as well.
Yeah, late sliding challenge from Nazrul just to try and put Irfan Jaya off as he was setting himself to shoot. But this is wonderful from Hassan again, covering his angles. Look at him, no panic, full of focus. Sets himself. Look at how he stays big there. Just stands up, waits as long as he possibly can. All that composure, all that experience, and that quality.
We did see the problem there. And they've got their fourth. Egy Maulana, surely now. They've got themselves into the final. A little bit of a mishap at the back, perhaps, for Singapore.
But for the way this Singapore side has fought, the goals that they've conceded here in these two situations in extra time have been very disappointing. A mistake from Hassan, and as I said, he was absolutely outstanding. And then he just gets caught out by Egy at the near post, gets a bit distracted, takes his eye off the ball. And that should be it for Indonesia, really. 15 more minutes to see this one out.
Goals at either end of that first period of extra time have now put Indonesia very, very firmly in the driving seat here. And Singapore have, well, uphill struggle probably doesn't even begin to describe what's going to happen now, but with that second period coming up, for now it's Indonesia 4, Singapore 2. Now Tatsuma, all he can do is reassure, can't he?
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Tactically, there's nothing else you can do. You just need to keep the confidence going. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get everyone together to say, come on, 15 more minutes. Let's keep going. Forget about what's happened in that first half of extra time. Give everything. You can even see Song Woo-young there shouting, fight, fight. And I mean, these guys have given absolutely everything that they've got. I think we're about to see Tajeli perhaps coming on.
Yep, Singapore's final change. Tajeli Selamat, who can actually play in a number of different roles. Usually he's a right back. Now, will it be Noradam Abdullah? Club teammates, Tajeli Selamat and Noradam Abdullah. So, it will be Tajeli going right back, Nazrul Nazari left back. And Singapore try the most improbable of comebacks here. They killed it off, really, that goal right at the start of the first period of at a time, didn't it? Singapore will just have to go for it here. Throw caution to the wind. This game is already lost otherwise. Will that open up things as well for Indonesia? Here's Evan Dimas. Egy Malan and the channel. Here's Tajeli's first touch. That is offside for Shawal Anwar.
Okay, just mistimed this run there, Shawal. It's a really good idea. Great touch as well, as the pass came into him. Another change for Indonesia here.
Kadek Agung on for this man who's been immense for Indonesia. Alfrianda Devanga has been absolutely brilliant for them.
Hey, listen, the future of Indonesian football looks so good, doesn't it? Alfrianda, 20 years of age. Wonderful quality on the ball, great reading of the game. Can play in a couple of different positions and be effective in those positions.
Kadek Agung, 23-year-old, earning his 9th cap, plays for Bali United. Here's Nazrul Nazari, trying to get his way through. Anis. Oh, he's done really well here, Amirul, but he's been dispossessed. And this is where they can get stretched. Hassan alert.
Yeah, good goalkeeping from Hassan. Good starting position that allowed him to help his defense out.
Here's Nazrul. Touch on from Iksan to Faris Ramli. He'll be absolutely desperate to try and get the ball into the back of the net. Iksan! Iksan! The first chance of this entire period of extra time, but it's straight at Nadio.
They're giving it a good go, Singapore. The speed that they do have in those areas, just couldn't quite catch it. Iksan with the shot. They're trying, they really are. Get themselves back into this game.
Shawal. Here's Baggett. Indonesia know they can just take their time here. 11 shots on target. Singapore not far away there from Indonesia, despite the assault on that Singapore goal. Here's Witan Sulaiman. He's got Asnawi outside him. It's a poor pass from Witan. One of the few poor ones he's had today.
How different things could have been. You think back to all those key moments. Faris, the penalty that was saved by Nadeo. You wonder what Shin Tae-yong was thinking in those moments.
He looked bemused, isn't he? Because he was trying to point at the ball as if Pratama hadn't got the ball, and that penalty, it looked like it was all over, didn't it? At that point, how this has swung back and forth, but now very much firmly in Indonesia's favour. Singapore need 2 goals to force penalties. Shadan. Lovely work. It's gone right over the goalkeeper. Can't play that forward. It will be offside. Knocked away by Witan Sulaiman. Now it'll be Indonesia looking to soak up as much time as possible.
Yeah, he's off. Does that count as a deliberate clearance, attempt to clear by the defender though?
Yeah, because otherwise that wouldn't have been offside. Work their way through. Faris doing really well. That's what he's so good at doing. Malcolm Baggett wasn't happy with that decision.
It's good work from Faris. A couple of players on him, still manages to find that gap. These set-piece situations, this is where Singapore can be a threat. His arm pulled back by Malcolm Baggett there.
Header away by Pratama. Faris. This is where they could get stretched. Irfan steaming down the middle. Looking for Witan Sulaiman. I could just take his time, wait for that support. That's again another very poor ball from him. Nazrul easily cuts that out. Here's Haris Harun. Shadan. Quick touch football here from Singapore. They look to get the ball up the field. Tajeli. Finds Shaul Anwar. They wanted a better ball than that. Good trap there, wasn't it, from Witan? Indonesia lining up here. Irfan! Somehow he got that away. That's an bemused look at his face.
Yeah, I think he's saying he couldn't see the ball. Hassan had to react very late to that. I mean, couldn't see the shot as it came in.
Another corner for Indonesia. They've had 15 of them now. making it short. Here's Egi Maulana. It will be key, you think, in the final. Oh, lovely interchange of passes here. Singapore want to get on with it. Nazrul Nazari.
Well, here, wonderful work from Kadek. Great defending from Iksan. To come across, crucial interception from Iksan as Singapore get forward with Faris Ramli.
Well, that was hopeful at best from Faris. Reminds me, Roshan, of the semi-final Thailand-Malaysia in 2018 when Adisak had the ball, had a penalty, and he missed it in the last seconds of the game. Similar situation, and Malaysia went through to the final. Very similar drama.
You know, this competition has got that about it, right?
Well, lovely work there from Egi Maulana.
The ability to draw out the best from the players in this region. Squeeze every ounce of effort and quality, because we've touched on this, about how big this competition is for these teams, for these players.
Oi. Sorry guys.
Here's Amirul Adli.
Ada yang penting
Missing
tadi
a lot more of the ball in this
ternyata.
second period of added time. Great one from Iksan. He just looks around because he's also wondering why there's a lack of bookings. He had to go to the referee earlier.
Main bola.
That's a yellow card for Egi. That's a yellow card. Look, 1-2, he's past him. He wants to exchange jerseys with Iksan. I don't know how Egi's got away with that.
That is the point. Iksan is trying to make that as well. But it's fallen here. Oh, so close.
So close.
Faris Ramli, of all people, he's absolutely desperate to get on the score sheet.
Shadat putting another one in, and they win the first ball in the set piece here. Just can't quite wrap his foot around it enough to get it on target. He's trying, desperately working to try and make up for a penalty that was saved.
4.5 minutes plus added time for Singapore to get 2 goals. Indonesia can taste it now, can't they? They're almost there. 9 men of Singapore have to throw absolutely everything at this now. Here's Witan Sulaiman. What a threat he's been. Kadek Agung. Trying to find Evan Dimas. Now Shawal. And Amirul Adli taking advanced positions. Faris. Still Faris. Just haven't got the bodies, have they, Roshan?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's only got Iksan and Shawal to really hit in those situations. Shadan, that lone man in midfield for Singapore.
Ini bre.
Here's Witan. And they can take their time now, of course, Indonesia.
Overtime bre, overtime.
Pratama Arhan.
Nabrak.
Yeah, another wonderful player, a young player. So exciting to watch. Pratama Arhan. Give and go. Just couldn't quite take it in his stride there. I mean, looking around this stadium and what's from a Singaporean fans' perspective in 4, I think what will be a boost to this Singapore side on the pitch is that people haven't really been leaving early.
I don't see how anyone could. It's been that kind of game. Here's Tajeli. Almost an air resignation now around the stadium. Shadan. Out wide here to Nazrul Nazari. Bit of a short pass. Got away with that one. Haris Harun. It's about the furthest we've seen him up the pitch. He's been caught out here. It's 4 against 2. Well, that could well be another red card.
Another red card.
He knows what's coming next, doesn't he? 3 red cards for Singapore tonight.
3 red card.
So who is going to go in goal? It's just...
David, Amirul was trying to play them offside there, but Nazrul kept going with his run. Played a couple of Indonesian players onside. And yeah, Irfan. Once he gets past Hassan, he knows what's coming. 3 red cards.
Wow, been a while since
in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iksan, it looks like it's going to go in goal. He's going to have to change jersey as well.
Well, they're taking off their star striker and putting him in goal. I do remember once a star striker doing that in the Premier League. It didn't work out so well for him. But he gets justifiable applause here. He apologises to the crowd, but he has been superb for Singapore today, hasn't he? And throughout the tournament.
Yeah, and he's getting applause from his from the Indonesian goalkeeper Nadeo as well. A real legend of the game in this part of the world, Hassan Sani, and he's shown exactly why with his performance here, not just tonight, but throughout this competition.
Well, it's just rather odd way to end things.
3 kali red card.
But here, can Iksan
Bentar ya.
rather claim a clean sheet for himself. Kanegaku, and it's a great save by Iksan Funny, who smashes that forward. I'm not really going to get to that. He smashes it right out.
What a row as well from the fans.
It's kind of got the fans going again.
It has. Brilliant. Wonderful atmosphere. Listen, this game is going into the AFF Suzuki Cup Classic match ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Evan Dimas, Indonesia, looking for one more perhaps. Shadan. And we have just witnessed one of the classic AFF Suzuki Cup matches. In the history of this competition, I don't think we've seen much more drama than this. Tears for Singapore. They're on their knees, they're on the ground. There's dejection all around, but Russian, they should hold their heads up high tonight because they were within whisker of creating one of the biggest upsets in this competition's history.
Yeah, they certainly can. What an incredible game of football, and I think the fans here can be really so proud of the performance of their team. They've given everything, they fought. Faris Ramli, it's going to take a bit of time for him to get over this. He will feel the weight of it, he'll feel that responsibility. A huge moment, that penalty that was saved by Nadeo. But he can't discount the fight of the Singapore side. Things went against them, and at one point it looked like they were going to end up potentially winning this match, but credit to Indonesia. They make their 6th AFF Cup final. And could this be the generation of Indonesian players who go on and break that 5 finals before this, no title? Can they go on and be the side that creates history for their nation? Congratulations to them.
Yeah, they have been thrilling throughout this competition. Absolutely no doubt scoring yet more goals again. This is really, really good to see. They've come over to commiserate with Faris Romli. Take a breath. Wherever you are watching this around the world, this has been a spectacular advertisement for Southeast Asian football. The final score here at the National Stadium. It's Indonesia 4, Singapore 2. Delight for the Indonesian fans, of course, as it's final number 6. Singapore, for only the second time in their history, failed to get into the finals in their 6th semi. But boy, had they pushed their opponents all the way. There has absolutely everything in this game. Goals, red cards, contentious decisions. The atmosphere, Roshan. You couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah. Classic. An all-time classic. And the fans are still around in the stadium, waiting to clap off the team.
I must ask you, Roshan, though, at the end of all this, and again, see him, he's inconsolable, and you can completely understand that. But it's not on him when you look at
This is
the talking point here should never be about the referee.
no, but they do at times have an impact on matches, and that's why I think in the general world of football, VAR was introduced to try and help them out with these decisions, with difficult situations. But we can't keep harping on that. There's no VAR in this edition of the competition. We've just got to go with
What we've got.
and
Yeah.
this is how football used to be before VAR,
Hey.
how it is still now in some parts of the world. And listen, it's football. It happens.
Yeah.
And that's why lots of people say football is like life, right? Things happen to you, there are injustices at times. You have to somehow overcome that, and you have to somehow get over that and fight against these situations and show what you can do when the chips are down.
And boy, did Singapore show that fight tonight. Indonesia were cruising. They thought they had this game in the bag. They kind of took the foot off the pedal, lost their composure. Singapore hit back. That free kick from Shadon Sulaiman looked like it was the pivotal moment. Indonesia were dead and buried, it looked like. Nothing was going in their favor, and they got a contentious third goal, though.
Think back to the faces, second goal, the equalizer. Think back to the faces of Asnawi,
Yeah.
of Egy,
Yeah.
when things weren't going for them after Shadon scored that free kick, and it looked like that place in the final was slipping away against the 9-man Singapore side. And then they get a rub of the green. Pertama Arhan was offside, but he put that one away.
Yeah.
And then the penalty, Nadeo had to make a huge save. And then they just control things in extra time. And look, I don't think you can say Indonesia don't deserve a place in the final. They absolutely do. They've been such an entertaining side to watch throughout this competition. And I'm excited to see what they do in the final, up against whether it's Thailand or Vietnam. They'll give whoever they're up against a real good fight.
There's a real excitement about this Indonesian side, isn't there? Because they're so young. I don't think people expect them to make it all the way to this final. But they've confounded the critics, Roshan. And what they've done is they've taken the game, apart from their game against Vietnam, where they played it brilliantly. They played it brilliantly because they switched so well, didn't they? They've shown to be a very flexible, and Shin Tae-yol's very tactically astute manager, head coach.
Yeah, exactly. And we've seen different sides to them in this competition, the tactical flexibility that they've shown. And they've got their reward.
Now the Singapore players there facing some of their hardcore fans who are now singing the national anthem, as has become customary in recent times. But a word about the crowd tonight, Roshan, because sometimes Singaporean crowds have been criticised as being maybe a bit reserved, a bit quiet. don't always get behind the team a little bit, hold back a bit. But tonight was raw emotion, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic emotion and atmosphere from the crowd. And I think throughout this competition, actually, aside from that small pocket of fans who are booing the team after the Thailand game, I think the fans here in Singapore have stood by their team and have got behind them. Credit to them and credit to the Singapore players for responding to that and giving their country something to be proud of.
Yeah, galvanised them today, didn't it? And that man there, when he scored that free kick, the almost improbable. Can you imagine if Singapore got through with 9? But it wasn't to be. And Indonesia killed it off, didn't he? That man there with his second red card, Irfan.
Listen, they're still being cheered off the pitch here. People have stuck around, and I think players can take heart from that. That this is what the performance has deserved. The fans have stuck around to clap them off. Chants of Singapura, Singapura ringing out around the stadium.
This was a side that wasn't expected to get this far either. Singapore, they too have confounded their critics. But what a classic we had here between these two sides. And they've given everything. And a word here about Faris Ramli.
There's nothing I need to say about him, really. He'll feel that responsibility. Believe me, as a player, when you got a moment like that, and when you look back at how the game has gone, that they've been knocked out, he'll feel that it was all him. But look, that's football. That's life. It happens, and he's apologizing to the fans now. He's tried his best. He's done his best. He's stepped up. He's taken the responsibility to try and win the game for his team.
Yeah, he's distraught at the moment, Faris Ramli.
He'll be the most disappointed of everyone.
Absolutely. Well, we're finally going to get to the man of the match, and it's been given to Shadan Sulaiman. I think that free kick is probably that moment.
You can understand why he's not got a smile on his face, right?
Yeah. Probably rather not get this at the moment. He's they're done. They barely forcing a smile there, Shadan. You can understand why, but it was all smiles for him not too long ago. Here are those stats, in which, of course, absolutely one-sided and dominated. 33 shots, the most we've had in this competition, but Singapore getting 515. And almost as many on target.
I'll tell you what, for a side playing with 9 men, that's not too bad at all. Let's remember these stats will be skewed pretty heavily.
I've seen 11-man sides get less.
Exactly.
So that brings us to the end of proceedings here, and we've still got one more semi-final to go. From me, Shazad Haq, Rish Roshan Rai, and the team at the National Stadium. We'll see you again at the same time tomorrow night.
Congratulations on the man of the match. I know this must be difficult to take, but can you just take us through that goal and the reaction from the fans at that point?
Of course, it's always a pleasure to score in front of our home fans. You can hear from the support, and we took the lead from that goal, but still we lost the match, so I'm very disappointed actually.
And overall, your thoughts on how Singapore has played throughout the tournament?
I mean, from this match you can see that we put a lot of heart and soul into the game. We gave it our all, and even with the number disadvantage, we gave it our all, and unfortunately it wasn't enough.
And well, do you have anything to say to the fans who turned up here, as well as all over Singapore who supported you throughout the tournament?
Thank you very much for all your support throughout this tournament. It's been a pleasure to play in front of all of you, and we the team appreciate a lot, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.